thanks again for coming in on such short notice. If you can't tell, things are a little crazy around here nowadays. Okay, why do you want to work for Thanks a Latte?
Well, I'm heading to college in the fall, so I'm just kind of looking to make some extra income until then. Help my folks out with books and stuff.
Great. That's great. Where are you going to school?
So I got in at Dartmouth, but I'm waiting on 1 or 2 more applications before I make a final decision.
Well, there you go. Good SAT scores and all that, I imagine?
Thank you, sir. Yes, I studied hard.
None of that sort of stuff. Just call me Andy.
Andy. Great, thank you.
Great. Well, I'll just get right to it. Again, as you can tell, we are a little short-staffed right now, so I'm looking to hire for our weekend morning shift. Those are our busiest shifts, really, but you get the most tips, and it's the best way to learn. It's the way I learn. You learn by getting thrown into the fire a little bit, right? You seem like a sharp guy who's dependable, and that's exactly what I'm looking for in an employee, because we can experience some turnover on the staff. It's just the nature of the business. It's just what happens. So there's nothing we can do about it.
What the fuck?
Mark.
I miss one shift and you fire me?
Mark, you cannot just
What
burst
is
in here
wrong
like
with
this.
you?
This is a business,
What are you doing?
Mark.
Who is this? Are you replacing me? Who is this?
This is Nathaniel. He's
Nathaniel.
interviewing for the weekend morning shift because he knows what it means to have responsibility.
Oh, responsibility. Oh, you fucking Vice Principal Andy now?
Enough! This is not the time and place for this conversation, okay? I have a job to do here. I have people to interview and shifts to fill. Your bullshit has nothing to do with
How
that.
do you say that to me, man? You know, he just made manager like a week ago. Did you tell him that? Just got the nameplate and everything. Now the power's going to your head. Have you ever heard of the Stanford Prison Experiment?
Okay, Mark, you don't work
19?
here anymore.
You couldn't text me, couldn't call me. I had to find out from Amanda this morning that I'm getting replaced. Like, what have I done to deserve this, man?
You've been late to every single shift so far. You didn't show up at all yesterday. I had to get Leah to come in and cover for you.
I was with Mom. I was helping her organize the garage.
Mom doesn't need your help setting up a garage
Yes, she
sale.
absolutely does. She's got a brass fucking hip, and you've seen how much stuff is in there.
It doesn't matter. You were scheduled to work. You either have to come in or find someone to cover for you. This is a business. You can't just show up whenever you feel like it.
All right, I'm sorry. I should have texted you, but I forgot, okay? Let me just work today to make up for Friday. I'll stay late to clean.
Cleaning is part of the job.
Of course, yeah, exactly. And by next week, we'll be right as rain. You do not need to hire a high schooler when you have me, okay?
Okay, none of that is going to happen because Nathaniel here is taking your shift as weekend barista going forward starting tomorrow.
Actually, tomorrow I take the ACTs, so I won't really be able to start until next weekend.
See? He's already a flake. I'm getting my smock.
I can come back another time if that's easier.
No, you stay. Mark doesn't work here anymore. So, and don't worry about tomorrow. We will figure something out.
Did you even interview this kid? How do you know he's qualified?
Nathaniel happens to be going to Dartmouth in the fall and is
Actually,
a very
I'm still
prodigious
deciding.
young
Okay,
student.
Well, if he's getting, if he's getting an interview, I would like one too.
No, we're not doing
Come
this.
on, no, we'll
Stop.
do the interview together, and whoever you think is more qualified gets the job. That's what's fair, okay? And you can go ahead and give me your shift tomorrow. You can take your driver's test. I mean, I could use the money anyway, if we're being honest, you know.
I don't want to cause any more drama or get in between anything.
Of course, we understand. You know what? Go ahead and head out.
Mark.
We'll give you a call sometime next week if we need you, okay?
Mark, no.
And feel free to grab a cup of coffee before you go. I think you'll be...
Sit down. I'm so sorry about all of this. If you will just stick around a little bit longer, we will get your information and we'll go from there, okay?
Okay, but you have not actually interviewed either of us yet, so...
This may be difficult for you to hear, but Nathaniel is taking over the weekend shift going forward.
How do you know he's ready? Has he even worked in a coffee shop before?
I worked at the Starbucks on West Ave for 2 years. And at Stop and Shop bagging groceries for a year before that.
Okay, didn't ask how long. First question. In what region are Arabica beans most commonly mined?
Arabica.
Tomato, tomato.
I'm so sorry about all of this, really. Really. If you'll just fill out these forms. After that, we get you set up with Amanda. She'll take you through all the HR stuff, and then we'll determine a start date.
Thank you. Do you have a pen?
Yeah.
Why couldn't you just call me?
I didn't think it would make a difference.
What is that supposed to mean? How was I supposed to find out? Just show up to my next shift without knowing? Find out like this?
You didn't come into work on Friday. I mean, come on, I can't even go into all the reasons
I already
why.
told you why I was late on Friday.
I mean, you get Leah to mark your timesheets for you, you do whatever you want. You missed a shipment last week, thank you very much. Now I have to take that up with regional.
None of this explains why you couldn't just call me and tell me.
I did call you. I called you like 30 times on Friday and you didn't pick up your phone, so I didn't think you'd pick it up today when I fucking called. I'm sorry.
I was with Mom. I told you.
What does that mean? I know. You can't pick up your phone?
I was helping her organize the garage. You know, she hates us being on our phone, so it was in the car.
Doesn't matter. You were scheduled to work. You've been doing it. You've been doing it every Friday for the last 2 months.
I know, I'm sorry. I was excited to look around the garage, see if I could find some old Bionicles in there. Those could be worth a lot of money.
What?
I have an original Tahunga set in there. That fetches a pretty penny on the market. You exchange that for Litecoin, put that into the markets.
Market's not
Things
working.
can start...
This. Okay, you know it's not working. I hate that you had to find out this way, I really do, but why can't we just admit that it's probably not the best idea for us to work together? I mean, is that such a bad thing?
Yeah, it is. And don't tell me anything about how family and business don't go together, because it's not true. The Koch brothers didn't get where they are in life by running around backstabbing
Mark,
each other.
I'm the manager, and that means I have to make certain decisions, and some of those decisions revolve around the staff. I don't see how this can continue given the way things have been proceeding. Brother or not.
Given the way things are proceeding, listen, do you hear yourself? You're not my regional manager. Talk to me like a person.
Mark, this just isn't sustainable.
Do you remember the seesaw? The seesaw in Aunt Susie's place? Down at the lake, you remember that? I was 7, you were 5. I remember you were crying all morning because you couldn't figure out how to use the seesaw. You were just on the other side, like...
Can we not?
You were crying all morning, tears running down your face, snot running out of your nose. You know what happened? I came over and I sat on the other side and you went flying up, woo, right up there. And if you hadn't been holding on, you would have flown right off into space. You remember that? And we stayed on that seesaw and went back and forth the rest of that afternoon. I remember Aunt Susie had to come and yank you off just to get you go inside for dinner. You remember that? I mean, I have not seen you smile like that since that day. You remember what I said? I said, see, Andy, it only works when we do it together. It only works when we do it together. Mom's worried about you, man. She was wondering where you were the other day.
Mom knows I'm working.
No, she doesn't. You don't call her.
I do call her. I'm busy and she knows that.
And she's proud. We both are. I mean, you should hear the things that she's saying about you on the phone. It's just that she would like to hear it from you now and then, okay?
I don't mean to interrupt, but do I need to fill out the backside of this form too?
No, you can just sign on the bottom there and we'll handle the rest. Look, I'm sorry. It was wrong of me to handle this the way I did. I should have just called you. I should have just talked to you.
Come on.
I'm sorry, Mark.
I'm sorry, too.
Yeah, so you just do that, you lift this up, put that guy down, and boom, she's carbonated. And you do this for every latte in theory, but, use your own judgment.
Got it. And then you just wipe the machine down after?
I mean, sure, yeah. Maybe in this instance, not always. And that's about it. That's really all it takes to work at this place. It's kind of easy.
So how'd the yard sale go?
Out of what?
The yard sale.
Oh, man. I don't know how it's possible. We lost money.